when you go up, you start to get more riskier investments. Again, remember, the higher the risk, the higher reward, and that's where you get the growth stocks. Amazon, Apple, Facebook. Nobody would, Facebook or Google. I remember when Google first came out with, what do they call it when a company first comes out with a stock? It's in the primary market. What's the acronym? It was in your Jeopardy game that we played, right? I forget. Does anybody remember? When a company first comes out with stock and it's offered in the primary market, yes. IPO, yeah. Initial public offering, now I remember. If I'm not mistaken, it was about $27 a share, 98, 95, I forget. And I remember my manager coming to me, I just bought 10 shares, right? I said, you're kidding. It's a search engine. Why would you? Boy, was I stupid. Right now, it's over $1,000, right? A share. You bought it at $27 a share. You bought 10 shares, even 2,000 shares at $27. And now it's over $1,000. Do the math. A lot of the original Google employees were paid. Part of their compensation was in stock. They're millionaires. And it's split. Jack, what's a split? Yeah, the board of directors can vote for a split. Might get too expensive. More people want to make it more affordable because companies sell stock. I'll cover that in a minute. To get capital to gain for the company to pay off debt or to grow the company, right? That's how they get some of their money. And then you buy the stock. You can sell it at a higher price, and it's going to be capital for you, which you can use to go buy that house or whatever you need or to retire, right? But a split is 2 for 1. And Apple, what they did is when it reached $1,000, it split 2 for 1. Everybody that had stock in Apple, now instead of 10 shares, you have 20 shares, but it's $500 a share instead of 1,000. What is Google back up to today if you looked at finance@yahoo.com? Back over 1,000 again. That's free money. It's pretty good, huh? Back up to 1,000, right? Now you can have a 5 for 1 split or whatever. But what I'm trying to show you is look at the pyramid. As you go up, the higher the risk, the higher the reward, right? You're getting into growth stock. You're getting into other types of stocks that are more riskier and other types of commodities, or what I'm going to call the generic term, securities that are riskier. When you get to the top, you're getting into speculation, collectibles, diamonds, things like that, right? Okay. All right. That's risk. All right. Now, why stock? Well, for corporations, financing through securities. They finance themselves through selling the securities. Okay? They get equity or growth. You buy stock, they get the money, equity for growth in the primary market, and then they use that to either pay off debt or grow the company. That's why stock, right? For you, which is why we're here, is when you sell stock, you get what's called capital gain. Yes, the government taxes you. Local taxes, sure. I mean, that's life. But if you purchase stock, if you understand everything about the companies, you do a great job looking at the measurements for the companies, the valuation measurements, you understand the balance sheets, which we teach you somewhat in this class, you make the good picks, you hold for the long term, right? You're going to have steady growth, much greater than what you would have in a savings account. You'll be able to retire early, or it will be used for retirement early. It's a good thing. And you all love playing the stock market game, right? It's kind of like intelligent gambling, right? Right? Okay. You buy stock because you get a higher rate of return than you would with pretty much any other type of investment. And it will help you it will support you in exceeding inflation, which you can't do with much anything else, right? And you're going to get a steady income stream if you invest in income stock. Companies that pay income every quarter, usually utility companies as an example, right? Higher than average. It's called income stock, higher than average. And what a beautiful thing if you're getting a steady income, called an annuity, because you purchased income stock, right? Or any stock that pays income. That means every 6 months, just by owning the shares, you don't have to sell them, you're getting income, right? So I have preferred stock right now in IBM. And we're going to talk about preferred versus common. Every 6 months, I get $3 a share for all the shares I had. So I'm getting money. I'm just sitting back and getting money, right? But I don't cash that in. I reinvest it. So I just buy more shares. I tell my broker, buy more shares, but I don't want to see it. Just reinvest it. I have to claim it on taxes, right? I just reinvest it. I get fractions of shares, and that builds up, and it builds up, and when I might need it, 10 years from now or whatever, it's going to go towards my retirement or be inherited by my kids, right? If they're good to me. All right, that's why you invest in stock, right? And that's why corporations sell stock.